There's this kind of pain that a lot of high-functioning men rarely talk about. The kind that doesn't show up in public, but eats away at you in the quiet, in the stillness. And maybe you've done well for yourself. Like maybe you have a business, got a nice body, a beautiful family. You can lead, you can handle pressure. People come to you. But somewhere underneath it all, something still feels off. There's this heaviness, a tightness in your chest, something that you can't quite name, but it's been there for years. Some of us try to outwork it. Others try to numb it or outrun it in some way. Some just bury it, but it still lingers. And if you know what I'm talking about, even just a little bit, then what you're going to hear in this video might be the one thing that finally gives you the clarity on why it's been so damn hard to feel at peace, no matter how much success you achieve. I've sat with men who have built empires and still feel like scared little boys behind closed doors. I've seen men with six-figure months and million-dollar homes who secretly dread going home because their wife feels like a stranger. Or men who can handle combat, war zones, courtroom battles, but can't sit in silence without getting anxious. And when you start peeling back those layers, it's rarely about the business or the marriage or parenting. It's something so much deeper, something primal, something older. It's some pain that they swallowed decades ago that never fully got digested. And even if you've been to therapy, if you've read the books, you've joined masterminds, and there's still this edge of restlessness, like something is missing, but they don't know what. That's why, guys, if this is landing even just a little bit, I want you to pause what you're doing right now and schedule a call with me. There's a link down in the description. It's a private moment where you and I, we can sit and have a conversation that will do more for you in 45 months than 6 months of pushing this crap down will ever do. It's where we can look at what's really going on without the filters. Most men wait until something explodes before they do this. But the ones who lean in early, they're the ones who can lead from power and not from panic. So if you are serious about breaking the cycle, go book that call, because the next chapter of your life starts the moment you stop bullshitting yourself. And if you don't, that's okay too. Because what I'm about to walk you through today is not a fix. All right, let's make that very, very clear. If we acknowledge that this is a fix, then subconsciously we are conditioning ourselves to believe that something in us is broken. And that's not what this is. This is more of a reckoning, a confrontation for you to look at something that has not fully been looked at yet. We're going to explore what happens when we stop trying to control the chaos and instead get curious about the source of it. I'm going to offer you a few truths that I've seen play out hundreds of times in different men's lives. And if one of those truths lands for you, maybe it's time to finally deal with the thing that you've been avoiding. So first, let's talk about this quiet war, the one that happens underneath the surface. Most men that I work with don't even realize how much energy they're using to just hold it all together sometimes. They're successful, yes, but it comes at a cost. Their nervous system is at this low-level survival fight and flight state. They can never relax. They can't be still. They can't be present. There's always this pressure to be productive, always this sense of being just a few steps behind. And if we trace it back, it often started at a young age, a moment where love became conditional, where presence was replaced with pressure, where being good meant being quiet, where being strong meant you were useful. And some of us learned that emotions were not safe, that if we cried, we were weak, that anger made people leave. So we locked up all of it. All of it got locked up, all tucked away. And we built lives that looked successful, but felt like something was missing. Not because we were broken, but because a part of us got left behind. And that part I want to explore. Let's go back and find that part. Now, for some men, it shows up in the marriage, in that slow drift, the distance that you can't explain, the way your wife doesn't look at you the same anymore. Her walls are up, right? She's not opening up like she used to. She's not as vulnerable as she used to be. There's less affection. She doesn't look at you the same. And deep down, you might feel like she's not responding to you, but to something that you're carrying. This tension, a frustration. Maybe it's a sadness that you can't quite articulate. You haven't told her what's really going on because maybe you're not even sure yourself. You just know that you're not fully being seen for who you really are. Can you blame her? Like, how could she really see you? She's not a mind reader. If you keep hiding those parts of yourself, how is she ever supposed to see you? Now, for others, it shows up with how they act with their kids. You love them fiercely, right? You would do anything for them, but sometimes they avoid you, or they shut down, or they walk on eggshells. And that one cuts deep because that was me, my family walking on eggshells. Because nobody ever told us how to be emotionally safe. Maybe your dad didn't know how to be soft, or he was angry all the time, or absent. And now, even though you're doing better than he did, you still catch yourself snapping, pulling away, getting cold, and you hate that, but you don't know how to stop. And then there's the voice, that low hum in the background, the one that says there's something wrong with you, man. Something's off. Something's not right. What is wrong with you? And you've carried that voice for so long, it just feels like truth now. Like it's part of your identity. And maybe that belief started from something real. A wound or a moment, some type of trauma, something that shaped you. And now every time a relationship gets too close or something good starts to happen, that old belief pulls the plug. You're not allowed to be fully free, fully loved, fully seen. Whatever belief comes up, it's sabotaging it. And I just want to say this, that voice is not speaking the truth. It's an echo from some survival strategy. And it will keep running your life until you turn around and face it. Not to fight it, but to see it. To finally feel the emotion that's been suppressed for decades. Because here's what most men never got taught. What you don't feel, you're going to act out. And the only way to stop the patterns is to finally express what's underneath. So if something about what I'm saying is stirring up in you a little bit, stirring something up, that's good. That means you're waking up, and here's your invitation now. I'm telling you, you do not need to fix everything. Okay? And you definitely don't have to try today. You don't need to blow up your entire life. But you do need to start telling the truth. To someone, to anyone. Say the thing that you've been avoiding. Hell, leave it in the comments down below. Speak the memory that haunts you. The belief that scares you. The pain you've tried to suppress. Maybe try speaking with your wife. Try speaking it to a therapist. Speak it to a coach or a friend. But it needs out. It needs out. Because that secret, whatever it is what has been silently running the show. And until you speak it, it's going to keep bleeding into your marriage, into your relationships, into your parenting, into your work, into your leadership. It's what being human is all about. I'm sorry to say it, but you're human, and this is a part of the human experience. This is biology at play. Now, some men worry that if I share this thing, it's going to push her away, and maybe it will. Maybe the truth will shake up the relationship. But would you rather be loved for a fake version of you or rejected for who you really are? If your marriage is not rooted in full truth, how can she ever really love you for you? Either way, man, the truth will set you free. And that's the kind of freedom that no amount of success can give you. And here's what I believe. Here's what I truly believe. The life that you want, the peace, the power, the intimacy, the joy, it's not on the other side of more strategy. It's on the other side of vulnerability. The version of you that's trying to hold it all together is fucking tired. But the version of you that's buried underneath all of that, he's the one with the key. It's the one who's still hurting. The one that is still needing. The one still waiting to be heard. And when you finally meet him, not with shame, not to reject him, but to lead him, that's when everything changes. That's when your marriage will shift. That's when your kids will soften. That's when your body will relax. That's when your true leadership becomes real. And so here's your challenge, okay? Today, I want you to take one bold step, one honest step. Have the conversation that you've been avoiding. Say the thing that's been sitting in your gut for years. Let it out. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all at once, just truthfully. And if you want a space where you can do this without judgment, there is a link in the description down below to book a call with me. Or you can join the Inner Circle program for free on my website at theobstacleremover.com. It's a private community. It's where men do the same work that I walk through with my one-on-one clients. The work of finally reclaiming the parts of ourselves that we thought we had to hide forever. Let me remind you that you're not broken and you're not too far gone. You are just overdue for a conversation that you have never been shown how to have. And maybe, just maybe, today's the day that you stop avoiding it. Because the only thing more painful than feeling this wound is carrying it for another year in silence. So book the call, guys. I'll see you on the inside.